Welcome back to the channel, lads and ladies, and welcome to an FaM member, CrazyLemons, in a boat? Ist das eine Kanonenboot? I think, check this out, I think this is a German boat. That's about the extent of my knowledge, but adding on to that, naval is something, or it's certainly the most floundering of the War Thunder game modes in both the A, B, and RB iterations. Myself, I prefer AB naval just because it's a tiny bit faster pace, which is more appropriate, I think, for naval forces. It helps you to feel like your nimbly-bimbly little PT boats have more of a chance against larger vessels. You also have much more opportunity to spam the torpedoes because those reload in the midst of the action. And that is yet another thing that gives you something of a chance against das Kanonenboot or whatever oversized frigate style, even to destroyer opposition you can face in lighter craft. And that is sort of the first issue with naval forces that drives away a lot of players, and I really feel that it need not. That is, larger craft are much easier to do well in than smaller craft, and here we see with the PT boats, that is patrol torpedo, if I'm not mistaken, and MG boats, motor gun boats, not faring all that well against larger vessels, and at the same time take this sub-chaser or frigate class vessel and face it off against something only one ship class larger in terms of War Thunder to a destroyer, and almost every destroyer in the game will easily wipe the floor with smaller craft. Most of the time. Things like torpedoes, mobility, positioning, these do matter to a certain extent, and when I'm in a smaller ship, I do get a great sense of pride and accomplishment, TM, from taking down larger vessels. Shooting a weaponized fishing boat doesn't seem quite such an accomplishment, but I'll take what I can get. Beautiful ammo rack by CrazyLemons there on that enemy frigate, taking down the more dangerous foe in short order, and I do believe, judging from the fact that his torpedoes did not reload until he was in the cap zone, that he's playing on realistic mode. I could be wrong. I commonly am, and it's been a while since I played naval battles. I remember sitting in queue for quite some time. Oh, here come some torpedoes. It looks like it's gonna hit. CrazyLemons just barely maintaining his speed and heading and avoiding that torpedo that just wasn't quite led enough by that Soviet PT boat. I think that was a Soviet. Was that a German PT? I'm not quite sure. I'm pretty sure these are mixed battles, though, like we're seeing commonly in War Thunder. Higgins, definitely one of the weaker PT boats, yet he gets torps on target and takes down his foe, showing that if you're in the right place at the right time, you can do well. So you spend some time as a floaty boy, and then you spend some time as a fly boy. CrazyLemons respawning in the perpetually popular Stuka dive bomber, a legend among aircraft, the father of a great legacy, and this one with the machine guns It should be around 2.3 or 1.7 battle rating depending on the model, and I'm not quite as astute enough in my Astukas to tell the difference. Chikugo takes down CrazyLemons, but in return gets the bombs. Is it worth #TM? Did he? Wow, the bombs didn't finish him off. Never mind. Chikugo will Chikugo on to deal more damage to CrazyLemons' team. And yet, when life gives you CrazyLemons, you make beef stew. He's already died twice, and I haven't edited out that beautiful death sequence. The War Thunder Replays system just has the most lovely afterlife experience, wouldn't you say? And now, in yet another meme craft for the Kriegsmarine, could it be the Kriegs meme? I'll have to work on that one. But I'm listening to the Daka Daka, the Rakataka Taka of, what are these? They don't sound like 15mm machine guns, so these would probably be, or 13mm. These would probably be the rifle caliber machine gun. They could be 13 mils. They do seem to be dealing a decent amount of damage, making up in volume of fire what they lack in individual punching power. And another thing I've noticed about Naval lately is it's a little bit more bouncy than it was before. There was a time where everything seemed to have a stabilizer, and this is a little bit more realistic, if you will. Another thing about this craft, obviously this is a hydroplane. Interesting concept to have a what would you call it, a skid below the hull to elevate the majority of the vessel out of the water when moving at high speed, which of course increases your efficiency and thus your top speed significantly. CrazyLemons picking up 12 kills in low tier. This is probably 3.3 or 3.0. I'm not quite sure. Realistic naval battles. Doing well for himself and having a jolly good time. You can see that there are certain vessels that will just smack the smaller craft very quickly and with extreme prejudice, and yet at the same time there is a reason to spawn in a lighter vessel, and generally it comes down to mobility. Enemy frigate is going to have a lot more firepower than what CrazyLemons can bring to the table, and our sour hero is not going to have the survivability or the mobility to avoid getting taken down by that enemy frigate. So what's he going to do about that? Good question. How about just have the match end? And that was another look at naval forces, something that I'm very happy to feature on the channel. And now, Ozymandias, yet another FaM member that's amazing friends and mentors our squadron in War Thunder. I wanted to name the squadron FaM, but that was taken. So we're FaM. We're amazing. And of course, our goal is just to be friends. And for us older guys, one of the cool things that I really enjoy about War Thunder that I've experienced myself, I'm an older guy. I'm 30 something. Toshio 1987, you do the math. I'm done with school. I'm an older guy. I have not had a birthday this year, just in case you're wondering about the math. But I love connecting with this wide range of age groups in the game of War Thunder, and that's something that you don't get in every online game, especially free-to-play, massive online games like War Thunder. The thing that makes this game special is that connection to history and just the broad appeal of this game to different age groups makes it to where I, as a 30-some-year-old man, somewhat mature, a little bit experienced, and wise enough to know that I've got a lot more to figure out. I can rub shoulders with kids that shouldn't be old enough to play this game, because let's be honest, there is an age rating on this thing, and it's there for some reasons that are probably just mostly to cover gaijins, but now to cover their ass. Get out of here, kids. And head on with BF110 as you do. No worries, Ozymandias. Pulling off the skills with the F4U. Looks like he's rocking the 50 cal version and doing well. The lower tier American F4U series of aircraft are all very effective in the boom and zoom roll. But to get back to this, wow, I'm really taking forever to say things tonight. Sorry, I'm tired. I actually took like a 3-hour nap today, and then it's like midnight, so I'm in sort of a weird place right now. And I went to sleep. I had vacuumed the floor today and cleaned up all of Brooklyn's messes. My 2-year-old loves to cook, and she loves to play with food items and make messes everywhere. So I cleaned up most of that. And then I woke up and there was more. But that's my life. Head on with a Focke-Wulf. That's a risky way to live, man. But Mantis pulls it off, making up in chutzpah what he maybe lacks in effective decision making. I would not recommend a sustained dedicated head-on against a Focke-Wulf. That is the F4 that we can see there, so that means he's going to have a little bit better handling than other models of Focke-Wulf, but Mantis took so much damage from that encounter that he's not going to be able to dogfight with the Focke-Wulf very well unless he gets support from his teammates. I've completely lost track of that, talking about the different ages of people that play War Thunder, but you get the idea. You got older folks, you have legit old farts, you've got younger folks, you've got kids, and you've got babies playing this game, and we all get to hang out with each other, to get into matches together, to get to know one another, and to benefit from the experience. And for a squadron in War Thunder like FaM, having the goal of just being friends, and then having the older guys mentor the younger guys, because let's face it, we're mostly dudes playing this game, and if there's some girls, welcome. You're very welcome. But don't feel awkward if I use terminology like guys and dudes and boys and men, because that's mostly what we are here, and you're very welcome if you have a gender pronoun that's different than what I'm using. Anyway, Ozymandias showing some success in the F4U, and what I would say was a bad decision in going head-on with the Focke-Wulf. What I would have done in that position, they were at... the Focke-Wulf had a bit more energy, but not a huge energy advantage, and the F4U can beat a Focke-Wulf in the turn under those conditions. So what I would have done is dip up for a quick head-on and just fire, let's say less than half a second burst, just blap and then turn away. And I would pull and roll and keep the Focke-Wulf off of me, and what I mean by that is roll your wings and pull up, and then roll over and pull to the other direction, and the idea is you roll underneath the enemy who's diving down on you, and you can make it difficult or impossible for him to get his guns on you, and also it makes him trade a lot of altitude trying to get on target for no reward. And by that time, you can either get onto his tail in a rolling scissors. The F4U, especially with good flaps use, performs a lot better in a rolling scissors than a Focke-Wulf, and then you can deal with him that way. But just a quick look at Ozymandias having a good time in the F4U Corsair with a nice 4 kills and a little bit of mentoring from Papa Toshio himself. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, I love featuring replays. That's really what I'm focusing on lately with the channel, because I'm spending a lot less time editing and producing, you know, my own content, and I really love shifting from focusing on myself and how I play the game and looking at how other people play. It's been great, and it's just another one of those ways that I connect with you guys, and that's my whole reason for being here. This channel is not a I'm not trying to make it big on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? I'm very happy with where the channel is now, and it's because I've had a chance to connect with you all. And on that note, there's a Discord link in the description of this video. If you haven't already popped into the Discord and said hi and checked out some of the channels, it's a great group of people there, and I can vouch for that. And it's also a chance for you to send me your own replay. Anyway guys, I'm going to have to put in some more video just to share all this this dead time. But I really do enjoy making these, and this is the way life is for me now. I'm a very busy man with my girls, as I hinted at a little bit in the story that I shared with you today. Man, I didn't even get close to telling you everything that happened today. It's an exciting thing being a dad, and we've got another baby on the way. That's gonna be a little boy, and we're gonna name him Joshua, and he's gonna be born in June, probably, maybe sooner. Probably not later. Catch you guys in the next video. Bye bye.